extremely dark. It is quiet. You hear something similar to the sound of a small explosion coming from the immediate area. As other vehicles approach the intersection, it is obvious that the horrific sound was two cars that were just involved in a violent, high-speed collision on LA 433 at Carroll Road in St. Tammany Parish. You witness a girl shaking, who has frantically called 911. Emergency personnel have been dispatched to the scene. Although emergently en route, at this time, there are no sirens to be heard. Even in the distance, no help in sight, and the golden hour of trauma has already begun. The driver of the Honda Civic, Aubrey, is a 16-year-old Pope John Paul high school student. She and her passenger, Sid, had been drinking at a house party. As she approached the red light, Aubrey was texting to her mom to let her know she was on her way. Just a simple OMW on the keyboard. According to a witness, it was clearly evident that she was not going to stop. There was no braking, as if she did not even see the red light. The cell phone distraction and impairment are fatal yet preventable combination. As her passenger screamed, Aubrey swerved to avoid the oncoming vehicle, but it was impossible. The impairment decreased her reaction time and delayed her reflexes. It resulted in a head-on collision. Aubrey was wearing a seatbelt, which allowed her to immediately exit the vehicle. Upon doing so, Aubrey notices Sid, her friend and front seat passenger, who is partially ejected, not moving, and not responding.
Help! Please! Someone please help! Oh my God. Sid! Come on, Sid, stop playing with me. Sid, stop! You were literally just talking to me, Sid, please. This isn't funny! Someone please help! Help! Please! Sid, come on! Oh my gosh. I can't find my phone. Where's my phone? Oh my God. Someone please! Anybody! Help! Sid, come on! Sid, please, come on, get up!
Sid, the front seat passenger, was thrown violently forward through the front windshield because he was not wearing his seatbelt. His eyes are open, but he is not responding to Aubrey's screams. His only chance to survive this severe crash was to wear a seatbelt. At this point, the only thing Aubrey can do for him is to wait for immediate medical assistance, and there are just no sirens to be heard. Seconds are becoming minutes, and the golden hour of trauma is ticking.
Come on! Get up, please! Oh my God! What do I do? I can't. Someone help, please!
Hadley and Matthew were also on their way home following the house party. Hadley, a 16-year-old Pope John Paul high school student, chose to drive the Volvo XC90, which is really Matthew's car. After witnessing Matthew consume several drinks, Hadley decided to take the keys. Due to her seatbelt usage, Hadley is conscious and able to free herself. She is sober, aware of the crash, her surroundings, and clearly saw Aubrey cross the center line. Unfortunately, Matthew, the unrestrained front seat passenger, was thrown with such force that his body is pinned underneath the dashboard. Matthew has obvious severe injuries to his face and head from striking the windshield, and what appears to be several broken bones. He is conscious, but unable to free himself, as the door cannot be opened due to the vehicle damage. His screams indicate that he is in a tremendous amount of pain, and the answers to Hadley's questions just are not making sense. To understand the amount of force on the body, simply calculate his weight times the speed of the vehicle. It is just too much force on the body and the internal organs. The golden hour of trauma continues to tick. No sirens to be heard.
Matthew, I can't open the door! Aubrey!
I can't move!
What's wrong with you? You did! You didn't do it!
What are you doing?
Why are you wearing your seatbelt? It's not my fault!
Help me!
What is wrong with you? It's not my fault! You were drinking! Don't drive it!
Aubrey, what did you do?
You can ask me for a ride! It wasn't my fault! I didn't
In many cases, emergency personnel must drive several miles to the scene of a crash, so the first person may not arrive for 10 to 15 minutes. They may also be slowed by motorists who fail to yield to them and deal with onlookers who block the roadway around the crash scene. For Matthew and Sid, they just cannot arrive soon enough. Assistance must be rendered rapidly if Matthew and Jack and Sid are going to survive. The golden hour of trauma continues to tick.
I'm sorry.
What is that? What is that? The police! Somebody! Help! Please! Somebody help me!
Matthew, it's okay. They're coming. They're coming. It's okay. It's okay. I'm right here. It's okay. You're okay.
Ow! Ow! I can't.
Please, you gotta help. Help, please.
No! Where are you going?
My friend
It's not okay. I can't feel anything.
She was drinking.
All right. You okay?
You gotta help him. My friend is so. Please help him. Please help him. Please, you gotta help him. With you.
Troop,
I didn't do it.
1097 would be 433 at Carroll. 433 at Carroll. I got a vehicle, it's a head-on collision. I got one that's partially ejected on the hood, and also I got one serious lower extremity injuries. I can't get the door open. Go ahead and send me a backup unit, please. Send me EMS, and get fire and rescue headed this way.
He's dead. He is dead.
Master Trooper Flynn is the first to arrive on the scene and will emergently try to evaluate the condition of the victim.
What's his
It is
name?
chaotic, but he clearly recognizes that this is a terrible crash, possibly fatal. Trooper Flynn also realizes that without skid marks from the Volvo, Aubrey clearly crossed the center line, probably due to some form of distraction or impairment. He has so much to assess. Statements to obtain and a reconstruction of the entire situation will be necessary. This is a multi-person response, so he calls for backup. You can hear additional faint sirens in the background. Ask yourself, is this crash due to driver inexperience, impairment, speed, distractions, aggressive or careless maneuvers?
Try to at least keep him calm. Try to keep comforting him.
Yes, sir.
As best you can. All right. Keep him comforted as much as possible. I know he's in a lot of pain. So I do have EMS coming though. They should be here shortly. Hey Mason.
You know what I meant?
Mason,
It's okay. It's okay.
see if you could just kind of keep them calm for now.
sorry.
I have EMS coming. They should be here in a second. And when they get here, just help them get in here and watch the scene. Just make sure nobody else runs into us.
Coming.
All right.
Coming. Please help. Please help.
EMS is coming. They should be here in a second. Where are you coming from?
We were coming from a party, and
From my legs.
we were driving back home,
What happened?
and then we ran in.
How old is
16.
So,
And then we got in the wreck, and then he flew through the windshield.
you had your
I don't-
seatbelt on?
I had mine on, but I don't know if he did.
Oh, he obviously didn't have it on. Sid, man. Mason, I'm not getting anything on this guy, man. Look, I need you to just kind of start getting your thoughts together, okay? You got some pretty bad injuries here. He's not giving me any kind of response at all, right? So, this is going to be a pretty serious situation. Am I smelling alcohol in your breath? Are you drinking tonight?
No, but we were
How
out
old
of
The
are
St.
you?
Tammany
How old are
Parish
you?
Fire Protection District 1 arrives on the scene. Fire personnel will deem the crash site safe for additional emergency responders. In addition to providing stabilization to the victims, they will confirm that the scene is free of power lines, there is no fuel spill or chemicals involved, and airbags are disabled. Acadian EMS also arrives to the scene.
It's not
Hey,
my
guys.
dad. It's not my
I got
fault. Yes,
one
it
injected up
is.
here. I'm not getting
No,
any
it's
response from him.
not. Look at him.
Check the vitals on him. And I got one that's
Look
transferred
at
on
him.
this side.
He's not
Got some serious
moving,
lower
Aubrey.
extremity
I
injuries
didn't mean
and
to.
head trauma. So that door on that side is, I can't open it. It's locked shut. So you have to call right now.
It's not my fault.
I don't know what kind of injuries he's got. But I'm not. I just talked to you.
I can't feel my.
I'm sorry.
I'm concerned we get any kind of
I'm so sorry,
response.
just kidding.
I got on scene.
I'm like,
Acadian EMS assumes the care of the victims, treating the most severely injured first. Sid's injuries were too severe. He is no longer breathing. Paramedics determined that Sid is dead and dispatched the coroner.
It's not my fault.
So how did this happen? Like, how did this crash happen? Want to check it out?
Please help him.
There will be no immediate effort to remove his body from the wreck. His lifeless body will remain untouched
All right, listen,
until the
let them-
evidence is gathered for the
Let them check you out.
investigation.
All right.
Someone
You have
in the
any injuries,
immediate near
Ray?
future
Talk to her.
is going to receive horrific news.
Matthew, it's okay. It's alright, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Sir, can I do anything? You're okay, Matthew. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
As the golden hour continues to tick, EMS personnel administer medical attention to the severely injured, who is Matthew, as he is the most critical at this time. While addressing Matthew's medical needs, they determine that he is trapped inside the vehicle and they are unable to remove him from the wreckage or provide further medical care without the rescue unit.
I'm going to
He
have
re-
to do physical
He
writing
remains
every now and then,
conscious
so.
and in a great amount of pain. He is scared, screaming, and his injuries seem really severe. EMS personnel provide medical assistance to Matthew and realize that he has signs of a severe head injury. They turn their attention to Aubrey and Hadley. However, due to seatbelt usage, they have very mild bruising and abrasions.
All right, so look, this scene is becoming serious, right?
What does that mean?
They just told me that
No, man.
Sid's not responsible, okay? So he's passed away, okay? Let me notify the coroner and just let him know. Just wanted to issue. Go ahead, notify the coroner. We're going to have one that's going to be deceased down here. All right, so listen. You said you were driving this car. You've been consuming alcohol at this party, you said?
No.
You're only 16 and you're drinking alcohol tonight?
No.
Why do I smell it on your breath then? If you weren't drinking, I wouldn't smell it, right?
I promise I wasn't.
All right, well, look. The only thing I can do now is I have some tests that I can put you through to kind of see how well you perform on those. Since we have a serious injury and we have somebody who's died, I'm going to have to put you through these tests, all right? So why don't you come on over here for me? You're going to have to imagine that
Trooper Flynn confirms that Aubrey is 16 and should not be driving at this time of night, per driving curfew restrictions. He is positive that speed is a factor, and in addition, while Trooper Flynn talks with Aubrey, he can smell the strong odor of an alcoholic beverage on her breath. He also keeps in mind that Aubrey admitted to Hadley that she was texting at the time of the crash. These are several dangerous, high-risk behaviors, all choices. Trooper Flynn will perform a field sobriety test. There are 3 standardized tests to be conducted. The HGN, in which Trooper examines the eyes, the one-leg stand, and the walk and turn. From these tests, Trooper Flynn can determine an approximate level of alcohol in the body and the presence of any drugs that lead to impairment.
Huh? No, you're good. All right, so I'm going to put you through 3 tests. Okay?
I can't.
You're going to go ahead and perform those tests? All right, so the first one, I'm going to check your eyes. I want to make sure you don't have any kind of head injuries. I want to make sure that you don't have anything that we need to get EMS to take care of immediately, all right? Since this is a pretty serious crash. So I'm going to need you to put your feet together, your hands down by your side for me, okay? I'm going to hold my finger up in front of your face, and as I move it, I want you to keep your head still and just stay focused with your eyes and your eyes only, and follow it as I move my finger around, okay? I want you to try to keep your head still and just try to focus on my finger with your eyes and your nose only, all right? Don't move your head, okay? Keep your head still. Okay. All right, so the next one's going to be the walk and turn test. Do you have any problems with either one of your legs or feet? You can't walk or anything like that?
No.
All right. So what I'm going to ask you to do is imagine there's a straight line right here, okay? Just a straight line on the ground. I know we don't have one to use. We'll do the best we can, okay? Put your left foot on that line and put your right foot directly in front of your left foot. It's going to look just like this. And I want you to put your hands by your sides, down by your legs, and I want you to just stay in that position while I demonstrate the test and explain the rules to you, okay? So just stay in that position until I tell you to do otherwise. From this position, I'm going to ask you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps. I'm going to ask you to turn around like I show you, and I'm going to ask you to take 9 more heel-to-toe steps back. Don't start yet. Go ahead, step back. Get back in your position. Okay, just stay there, okay? I'm going to demonstrate exactly what I want you to do, so I want you to watch me. During the test, I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps. Turn around like I'm about to show you. 9 steps back. While you're walking, I want you to count out loud every step that you take. I want you to touch heel to toe on every step that you take in a nice continuous motion. I don't want you to stop between each step. All right, just going to be keep walking. It's going to look just like this. Go ahead and get back in your position for me. Just stay right there, hands by your sides. It's going to look just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way till you reach a nice step. On a nice step, leave your front foot on the ground. Make a series of small steps to turn around. Get back in your position you're in now. You're going to take 9 more heel-to-toe steps the same way, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until you reach a nice step, okay? You have any questions about what I want you to do? It's going to be 9 heel-to-toe steps. Turn around like I show you. 9 more steps back. Touch heel-to-toe. Count out loud every step that you take, all right? You can, whenever you're ready. Count out loud.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. Face me, please. Put your feet together for me one more time. Hands down by your side. This is going to be the one-leg stand. I'm going to ask you when I tell you to pick up either feet. Doesn't matter which one you use. Pick one of your foot up approximately 6 inches off the ground, legs straight, hands down by your side. Just like this. Not yet. Go ahead and put your foot down. When you get in a position, I want you to focus on your toe and count by 1,000s until I tell you to stop. It's going to look just like this. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, and just keep counting until I tell you to stop. If you put your foot down, just pick it back up and just continue from where you left off counting, okay?
1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006, 1,007, 1,008, 1,009, 2,000, 1,010, 1,011.
All right. All right, listen. You understand the gravity of this situation, right? I'm smelling alcohol in your breath. You're only 16. You're not supposed to be consuming any alcohol at all, all right? If I could smell it on your breath, I know you're above your .02 BAC limit, okay? Because someone's dead and someone is seriously injured, we have to do this, okay? So I'm going to have to place you under arrest for DWI, all right? So I need you to turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right for an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you in any questioning that you have, okay? You don't have to answer any questions if you don't want to, all right? Any questions about anything? All right. Wanted to truth.
She was drinking!
Show me 1015 one time with driver number 1. We'll be en route to lockup.
Aubrey
I'm gonna go ahead and take
completes
him
the
to lockup.
test.
Aubrey!
It is obvious that she is impaired. The trooper arrests Aubrey for DWI. Aubrey will also submit a blood test. She is booked with vehicular homicide and first-degree vehicular negligent injury, 2 very serious criminal arrests. As the trooper transports Aubrey to the St. Tammany Parish Jail, you can hear the sirens of the St. Tammany Parish Fire Rescue Unit in the distance. With seatbelt usage, Matthew would not be in as critical of condition. However, it is obvious that this is life-threatening. The golden hour of trauma continues to tick as Matthew is trapped in the vehicle. The extrication will take...
Somebody help me. I Somebody help.
The The extrication will take additional time as the door must be cut open to safely remove Matthew from the vehicle. The tool the rescue personnel are using is a Hearst rescue tool, commonly referred to as the jaws of life. The spreaders can exert up to 44,000 pounds of force, and the cutters can exert 172,000 pounds of force, enough to cut the metal away from his body. Using the necessary tool places the victim and rescuers in danger. Lack of seatbelt usage places Matthew with a high probability that his neck is fractured or broken. Therefore, the rescuers will place a cervical collar on him to keep the vertebrae in line. The victim will also be covered to protect him from flying glass and debris as the Hearst tool is used to cut away the metal. After the vehicle frame is cut away from Matthew's body using the jaws of life, he will be placed on a backboard to keep his head, neck, and back immobilized.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What the hell is going on?
I'm so sorry. Alright, we're taking you out of the car, okay? You listen to everything the fireman has to say. Just breathe, Matthew, it's okay. You're okay, you'll be okay.
Stop.
This is all my fault. Oh.
It's so funny.
Matthew, you're okay. You're okay. Please, I want to talk to you. Matthew, I'm so sorry. You're okay. Oh my God. Matthew, it's okay. You're okay. You're okay. It's okay. You're okay. I'm right here. You're okay. You're okay. They're helping you. It's okay.
I can't. Somebody, please.
It's okay. You're okay. Let go with him. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
The trooper arrives at the St. Tammany Parish Jail, where Aubrey will be processed and booked. Aubrey is extremely emotional, now realizing that her decisions are responsible for Matthew's injuries and the death of her good friend, Sid. She is shaken and extremely anxious, not knowing what to expect. Aubrey's mom arrives at the St. Tammany Parish Jail and intercepts the trooper escorting Aubrey into the jail. Although not a criminal, her child is in handcuffs for a criminal offense. She is so confused, angry, and anxious. The number of questions racing through her mind are endless, yet she is still unaware of the totality of the situation.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, who are you?
We're her parents.
Oh, you're a parent? That's your mom then? Are y'all aware of what's going on?
No.
Okay. Well, she's in handcuffs because there's been a pretty serious incident that occurred tonight. All right. Did you know where she was tonight?
She went to a party. Aubrey.
She went to a party. At that party, she was consuming alcohol. I don't know if y'all know she was drinking.
She was drinking?
She's only 16.
Aubrey, I'm sorry. You told me you don't even drink. What were you doing?
Well, she was drinking. She was driving her and her friend Sid home.
She was
Okay?
driving? She was driving.
Yeah, she was driving, and for one reason or another, she went out of control. She actually struck another vehicle head on. Okay, she's very lucky that she's okay. Thank goodness she was wearing a seatbelt. Unfortunately, it was a head-on collision, which is very violent, and her passenger Sid was not wearing his. All right.
Is he okay? Is he okay?
Sid, due to his injuries, he died on the road. Okay, so,
Oh my God.
so she's going to be responsible for
Oh my God.
not only DWI,
Aubrey.
she's responsible for vehicular homicide for killing Sid. Okay. I haven't talked to his parents yet. The vehicle that she struck was also two other students from school, right? And one of them is also seriously injured. They're transported to University Hospital. So I don't know what his condition is right now, but it looked pretty serious on scene. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt either. So it's a pretty involved situation that we're in right now. She will be charged with some criminal charges. You all are going to have to get a criminal attorney to handle this, okay?
What?
How much does that cost?
I really don't know what it's going to cost. It's going to be considerable.
From where do we even call it?
I don't know.
Aubrey,
You're going to have
you
to.
had your whole life in front of you. I don't understand this. We've always told you, do not ever drink and drive. Your father would get you. I would get you. Miss Becca would get you. There are so many people that would come have gotten you. We have always told you, and you promised us that you would never drink and drive. Do you understand what is about to happen? You just lost everything. Oh my God, you ruined your life. You ruined your life. We had plans and plans. We put you in private school. We did all the things so that then you could succeed in life. Aubrey, I don't know how we're going to do this. What are we going to do? It's Sid. Oh my goodness, Sid.
Look, I'm going to have to go ahead and bring her and book her. Okay? I got to get back out there to go deal with some other issues, but she's going to be here. I got to book her in. It's going to be quite a few hours. If you can, I would try to talk to your friends, family about, see if they know any attorneys that you maybe can use, because she's going to need one. She's going to need an attorney, okay? I'm so sorry that I had to come down here.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Due to the severity of the injuries, the victims will be transported to the closest trauma center in the region. The trauma center has the resources and services needed to rapidly treat the serious head injury, along with the orthopedic and severe vascular injuries sustained by Matthew. The trauma center has been activated, and the team is anxiously awaiting the arrival of Matthew and Hadley. An announcement is made overhead.
Trauma alert, MVA, one unrestrained passenger, GCS 4.
17-year-old male that was in the unrestrained
The victims arrive and life-saving measures continue for Matthew. The assessment is fast and may appear chaotic, but trauma is a time-sensitive illness.
Can you hear me?
Hey, sweetie. Hey. Can you hear me at all? Hey, open your eyes. Pulse, guys. Okay. Blood pressure. Okay. Hey, sweetheart. Okay, he's not responding here at all. We're going to have to protect his airway. I'm concerned about a closed head injury.
You got an 18 gauge in that left AC. Starting blood.
Somebody's checking his pulses everywhere here. Breath sounds. Let me go ahead and intubate, protect his airway here. Sorry, kid.
Positive
All right.
change.
All right. Breath sounds. Bilateral, equal.
Bilateral. Equal breath sound.
Look like part of the chest isn't rising here, though. Something's going on. No breath. Could I take a listen here?
Yes.
I don't hear any breath sounds here on the left. Concerned about a pneumothorax. Let's get ready for a chest tube. He's intubated, airways protected. We'll place a chest tube. I think this kid's going to need to go to the OR. Really concerned about closed head injury. Okay. Can we activate the OR, please, for a trauma patient?
OR called out.
The entire team is working tirelessly on Matthew to assess the degree of injury. A breathing tube has been placed immediately as Dr. Barton notices shallow breathing on an unconscious patient. Matthew is not answering questions and has delayed responses to painful stimuli. It is obvious to the staff that he has a significant head injury. The staff will move quickly for a CAT scan of the head on their way to the operating room. What will follow is an emergent life-saving procedure to remove the blood and pressure in Matthew's head from striking the windshield and dashboard. They are working against time. Matthew is diagnosed with a traumatic brain injury, one of the lifetime consequences of riding unrestrained in a vehicle. His head is shaved and the blood is evacuated from his head, leaving a bolt to measure the residual pressures. This is an emergent attempt to lessen the impact of the head injury. He is so unstable that his orthopedic or bone injuries have not been addressed, yet only splinted for immobilization. The pulses in his legs are weak and there are obvious deformities, indicating multiple broken bones. He is also receiving several units of blood, as he has a ruptured spleen and kidney. This will prevent further traumatic shock. Dr. Barton has been notified of the presence of his guardian and is ready to deliver the traumatic news.
Hi, dear. Dr. Barton, are you the mother?
No, I'm Kimberly Kilroy. I'm their emergency contact, and I'm the head of school of the high school.
Parents aren't available right now?
They
Okay.
have no family, and I'm
Oh.
his next emergency contact.
It's been a horrible situation here. It's been a terrible accident. I don't know if you're aware.
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Very, very concerned. Not sure of all the injuries right now, but I know right now he needs to go emergently to the operating room. Very, yeah.
Operating room?
Yes. We're concerned about closed head injuries. We had to intubate him. We
Wait.
had to place him-
Intubate. What does that mean?
Well, when he came in, he wasn't able to protect his airway, and there was signs that he wasn't able to breathe.
Oh my God,
So-
he can't breathe.
No, ma'am.
Is
So-
he speaking? Were y'all able to?
No,
he's not.
he's unconscious right
Oh
now.
my
We
God.
have him on medications to keep him comfortable, but he's not aware of things, okay? Like almost an induced coma. We had to put him on a ventilator so we could help breathe for him, okay? In addition to that, looked like he had a pneumothorax. We had to place a chest tube.
Wait, a pneumothorax. What does that mean?
It's a lot involved right now. Well, part of the trauma, part of his one of his lungs collapsed. There's no air getting to it. So in order to help him to open that lung up, we actually had to place a tube on the side of his chest wall here to help him breathe.
Oh.
Okay? So we have the tube in to help him breathe. And the ventilation's on the breathing form. We have another tube to help that lung expand. And our big concern is that he has a closed head injury. In addition to that, there's no pulses in his limbs, so we may have to do some surgeries here.
Wait, his limbs. Wait. He's a
voice
cross-country star in track and field. He has a track and field meet. Does this mean that he can't compete? He can't come back
Ma'am.
to school? What does this mean?
Unfortunately, at this time, it's really early to really, really tell you what exactly to expect. But I can tell you, it's a lot going on. Our immediate concerns right now is to make it through surgery.
Oh my
Okay?
God.
With a closed head injury, that involves a lot because the brain is swelling within this closed little box. So they're going to have to take him to surgery to kind of release some of that pressure. Okay. In addition to that, my big concern is his lower extremities, his limb. Is he going to be able to get salvage it?
Was he the only one in the car? Do I have other students that are not okay? Do you know? Like, how am I going to tell this to his friends, to his parents? Are my other students okay? Do you know, doctor?
Yeah, that I can't answer for right now. My immediate concern is saving his life and
my
getting him through this, okay? Because even past this, even if we are able to get him past this, it's not like he's just going to go home and run and everything gets back to normal, okay? If he's able to survive the surgery and through this trauma right now, we have to go through rehab. He's going to have to learn to probably speak, eat, do things that he did before. So we're not talking days, weeks, we're talking months, if he's ever to get back to the same person he was.
But he has a chance.
Well, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Time and God.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
With Aubrey facing serious criminal charges and Matthew suffering life-altering injuries, we now focus on the fatal outcome. Sid. Sid's lifeless body remains at the scene as the coroner is en route to confirm the death and prepare the corpse for transport to the morgue. The coroner's office is witness to many preventable tragedies involving decisions behind the wheel. Even after so many years, it is difficult knowing that a better decision would have resulted in a completely different outcome. As he removes Sid's wallet, he notices the Pope John Paul High School ID. It was supposed to be such a great time, one they would have pictures of forever, but now it will truly be remembered by all as a very catastrophic night, destroyed by dangerous decisions. How sad that a 16-year-old is placed in a body bag. A Pope John Paul High School student. Who will select the clothing for his casket? Someone will have to make that awful decision. This was preventable. Why should anyone have to make that decision for a 16-year-old? That empty chair at graduation is going to be a painful sight. Do we leave it open to honor him, or fill the chair to avoid the pain? Decisions have a lifetime of consequences. What will your decision be? This will never go away. Sid's body has been transported to the coroner's office. Now, the absolute hardest part of law enforcement's job must follow. State police prepare for the death notification to Sid's family. Trooper Flynn and Trooper Davis with Louisiana State Police are handling the death notification. While en route, Trooper Flynn has reviewed what he will say and how he will approach the family. Although it never happens the way it is planned, no matter how many times he has done death notifications, each one of them is more difficult than the last. It is something you never get used to. As he approaches the home, it is quite dark outside. He notices a small light on the porch left on by Sid's mother, awaiting his arrival home. He knocks at the front door. As he anxiously awaits, he sees the shadow of what appears to be his mother approaching the door. She sees the image of a trooper, opens the door quickly, but is confused as to his arrival.
Officers,
What's going on?
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Trooper Danny Flynn, Trooper Davis. You mind if we step inside? Are you Miss Tiblet?
Yes. Oh my goodness, is everything okay? Was Sid
yeah,
speeding? We know
son named
Sid.
Sid.
We know he speeds. We talk to him all the time, but he's okay, right? He's
Well,
okay.
Unfortunately, you mind if I step inside and I can
Please,
share this
come in.
information with you? Why don't you have a seat,
Yeah.
please? All right, so tonight, I don't know if you're aware where Sid was located. What was he doing tonight?
Sid went to a party tonight. Went out to have a good time with his friends.
Okay.
And he called me just a few minutes ago. Said he was on his way home.
All right.
And he should have been home by now. So
Right. Well,
please tell me.
Unfortunately,
it's okay.
there's been a pretty significant incident that occurred tonight.
Wait, what?
He was with his friend Audrey. You know
Aubrey,
Audrey?
oh, yeah.
Aubrey.
What? Aubrey, okay.
Yeah, Aubrey was she was driving. Sid was her front passenger. They would come from the party. Aubrey had been drinking. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Aubrey was drinking and driving my
Yeah,
child.
They were.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she lost control at some point for some reason. We're still trying to figure all that stuff out.
Is she
but
okay? Is Sid okay?
She actually struck another vehicle head on. Okay.
No.
Because of the impact of the crash, Sid was not wearing a seatbelt.
Well, oh my, no.
was-
What? No.
He was partially ejected through the windshield.
Oh God, no, not my Sid. No. You are mistaken. I'm sorry. Sid, where's the seatbelt? This can't be.
Well,
I'm sorry.
He
You have the wrong
didn't have it all
house.
tonight, man.
You
I'm
have
so
the
sorry,
wrong
but
house. He just called me.
his injuries on the scene were so significant that he died on the scene tonight.
Sir, you have to be at the wrong place. This can't be real. This can't be real. Look, Sid just called me. Let me call him. We'll get this straightened out. Okay?
Okay.
Come on, Sid, answer. Wait.
Is this Sid's phone?
How did you get Sid's phone? No. You can't. No. This is not Sid's phone. No. I don't.
That's his phone, man. I'm tremendously sorry, and I hate to give you this kind of news. Do you have any family that we can call for you to bring you to?
No, my husband's out
Okay,
of
what-
my husband's out of town. No, my husband's out of town. This can't be happening. This can't be real. No.
I'm so sorry.
He's a good kid. He always wears his seatbelt.
I know.
He does what he's supposed to do. He speeds. Yes, but this can't be real.
I know.
Please tell me this is real.
I really wish there was some way I could make this go away, but unfortunately, it is real. Okay. Can I call somebody for you, a neighbor or a family member to come?
No, that's okay. I have the kids to take care of.
Okay.
But this kid, no, you should. This is a mistake. Please tell me this is a mistake.
Just to let you know, also, Audrey was arrested. Okay, she's been charged with vehicular homicide. She's at lockup already. I spoke with her parents already,
Oh God.
so they're aware of the situation. Okay. This is going to be all the information that you need as far as the crash report number.
Yes.
It's obviously an ongoing investigation, so we're going to have plenty of other information. We may have to contact you.
Right.
But this is going to have all my information on it. It's going to have the location of where Sid's going to be located with the coroner's office.
Right.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to go there and identify him.
Right. What?
So this is everything that you're going to need. And I really wish I didn't have to give you this kind of news tonight. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Trooper Flynn has tried his hardest to break the tragic news to Sid's mother as gently as possible. He offers his condolences. After consoling Sid's family, the troopers depart with great sadness, questioning the decision for speed, texting, drunk driving, lack of seat belts, and a lack of plan with his parents. He witnesses the pain endured by the family, and this is just the beginning. The funeral, the family, the friends, classmates, and others involved in the crash. As he exits, he notices a family portrait above the fireplace, right next to Sid's school sports team pictures. He cannot help but to stop for a moment and think about how preventable the entire situation was for all parties involved. Another teen death, another teen injury. Motor vehicle crashes are not simple. They are violent events, and the effects are far greater than the average person can comprehend. They severely injure and kill people every day. However, they are preventable. Crashes are the result of a decision or the lack of decision. They do not discriminate, and they are permanent and unexpected. Due to the number of crashes in our state, you are surrounded by someone who is currently suffering a loss due to a preventable crash. Although the cars will be towed and the debris is cleaned, the family and friends will plan to attend the funeral for Sid. His closest friends have been asked to assist with the funeral. How uncomfortable, but how can they say no? We would like to remind you that you were always one decision away from a different life.
My dearest friend Sydney, you will be forever missed, and your loss is something no one will ever get over. The loss is more than just a loss of a person. It's a loss of a brother and a loss of a mentor. He was a man that always thought of other people and never put himself first. He was a James Hetfield to our group's Metallica. Our group will be empty without him, and we will never recover. I'm dread that this happened to you. You always made the best decisions in life, and you're always careful. It's unfortunate that this is how you went out. I don't know how I will function now without your helpful guidance, whether it was helping me out, giving me advice when I needed it, or just listening to music in the car. Now there's emptiness that's left unfulfilled. Let this be a lesson for us that our actions have sometimes fatal consequences on other people's lives.
On behalf of the team members involved in today's crash, we ask that you make a commitment to always wear your seatbelt in the front and rear seats, never drive intoxicated, never get into the vehicle with an intoxicated driver, never text and drive, and to develop a plan with your parents or trusted adult to avoid a high-risk situation. Please join me in a round of applause for your student actors, Aubrey, Matthew, Hadley, and Sid, and their parents, to the Louisiana State Police, the St. Tammany Parish Fire Protection District 1, the St. Tammany Parish Coroner's Office, Acadian Ambulance, University Medical Center's Level 1 Trauma Center, St. Tammany Parish Hospital, Lakeview Regional Hospital, ASAP Towing, and your outstanding faculty at Pope John Paul High School. We would like to have all the mock crash participants step forward to the center. We will also answer any questions that you may have.
Yeah, I'm floating.
Welcome back, man.